WXII 12 News at 7 on the Triad CW starts now.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Margaret Johnson, and look who's back.
I am. I'm Kimberly Van Scoy, and happening right now, crews just reopened an area in Greensboro after a train derailment happened overnight. Now, this happened in the area of West Gate City Boulevard. Crews had to shut down lanes in both directions between South Eugene and South Elm Streets at around midnight. Now, there is no word if anyone was hurt.
Also this morning, summer is almost over and kids are getting ready for school. Our Meredith Stutz will join us live and tell us where you can go in the Triad to get some free school supplies.
And a very good morning to you. I'm Devontae McKenna. Checking traffic this morning. Crews are still on the scene of a water main break right here in the Piedmont. We just got some video into the newsroom. Take a look. A portion of Highway 64 is closed in both directions near Highway 109. They saw thanks to a water main break that happened around 7:30 last night. NCDOT officials say crews may not have this cleared until 5 o'clock tonight, and that's an estimate. The exact closure is from Clarksbury Church Road to Highway 109. No word on what caused it.
And let's go outside right now and get your first live look out there. You're looking at Sky 12 with a view of High Point University. Students will be moving in fairly soon. Hopefully the weather is a plus for them. Let's check in now with Carly to see what's the story.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good out there this morning with that sunrise. Temperatures not too bad either, into the mid to upper 60s. 64 in Martinsville to Reedsville, 71 in Greensboro, 67 in Lexington, and 66 in North Wilkesboro. Do have a bit of some patchy fog, mainly up towards the north into the border, down to about 3 miles from Danville, 2.5 to Reedsville, and down to about 4 miles into Martinsville. So this is kind of the same area where we've been seeing some of the dense fog, the patchy fog conditions kind of setting up the past couple of days. Now we'll start to see a bit more of that sunshine kind of alleviate some of those conditions, and we'll keep mostly those sunny skies around throughout really about lunchtime, and then we'll add in a bit more cloud cover as the day goes on. This afternoon we do bring back that spot shower chance, but still going to be a bit of a warm one, low 90s. Also, we do start to bring back a bit more of that moisture, so dry conditions as far as the humidity going to start to increase that for the weekend. Got some other changes coming for the weekend as well, so we'll take a look at that full forecast for you coming up in a few minutes.
Several Greensboro residents living in the same apartment complex where a fire killed 5 children a few months ago will soon have to move. Greensboro City inspectors say 41 units at the Summit Avenue apartments are still not up to code. Inspectors found some of the same issues with the units again this week. The city had previously warned those property owners to fix the violations. So now the residents, who are mostly refugees, have until September 14th to find another place to live.
Honestly, this is just step one. When they first came here, they were resettled. They're being settled yet again. The risks are that they're being re-traumatized. As refugees, they've already been through a whole lot already.
Now, the city of Greensboro is working with the Greensboro Housing Coalition and other community organizations to help those tenants find new places to live.
7:03 this Thursday morning, and the superintendent of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools is speaking out this morning on a federal complaint. That complaint, filed by a local group, claims the district has been slow in addressing mold problems at Ashley Academy because the school is mostly minority. Here's Superintendent Beverly Emery.
We worked really hard last spring to hear from the parents, and we went looking when others told us there were folks out there with health issues.
Well, back in May, the school board approved more than $1 million to address some of those concerns. The school board says a report on mold and air quality found that Ashley was clean, but the HVAC system was still replaced.
Well, this Thursday, a Reedsville family is still mourning the death of their dog, which was shot by a cop. The Reedsville Police Department says Officer Glenn Wade shot Auger last week at the department's impound lot. The Paschal family, who owned the dog, also owns a fencing company, and they were working on an expansion project for the department when Auger walked up to the officer and started barking. After that, the family says that Officer Wade shot the dog several times, and the mom says it happened right in front of her 15-year-old son.
He was not lost. He was not sick. He was not humanely put down in any way. He was murdered without any warning, without any thought, without anything. He opened fire and continued to fire as my baby is running away from him.
He was just standing there saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry to everybody. Like, he just kept on saying that. And you could tell that he didn't, like, he kind of messed up.
Now, Officer Wade does remain on patrol duty.
Well, the 17th annual Gangs Across the Carolinas conference is wrapping up today at the Benton Convention Center. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein spoke at that event yesterday and praised law enforcement. He thanked the crowd for carrying out a mission to reduce gang violence.
You benefit from the reputation earned by the people who came before you. I encourage you to protect that reputation and encourage others to protect it too. That requires vigilance, and it requires a commitment to truth and justice.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions spoke at last year's convention.
Happening right now, several passengers are recovering this morning after getting sick on a flight. That plane ended up making an emergency landing last night at the Raleigh-Durham International Airport. Frontier Airlines blames the trouble on some kind of odor. That flight was heading to Philadelphia from Orlando. And a sigh of relief for passengers who were on a Charlotte flight to Chicago. Shortly after takeoff, the plane experienced a mechanical issue in the right engine. There were reports of fire and smoke during takeoff, but neither was present when that plane landed. Now, fortunately, nobody was hurt, and the airline put those passengers on another flight. Well, we are now 12 days from the start of school for most students in the Piedmont Triad. Winston-Salem-Forsyth County teachers have a chance to shop for free school supplies, and they can't do it, though, without your help.
Yeah, our Meredith Stutz is live at Diggs Latham Elementary, where organizers are getting ready to stuff the bus this morning. Good morning to you, Meredith.
Good morning, you ladies. Yes, we are just days away from students coming back here on campus and around the county. But as you may know, the financial struggle not only happens for families, but also teachers around the county getting ready for the start of school, which is where the Educator Warehouse comes into play. And that's where I am right now. I want to invite you in to see how you can help today, starting today with the Stuff the Bus campaign. This is the 8th year that this is happening, and that you can be a part of it today. Take a look. You're seeing all these supplies that have been donated to help local teachers right here. You see, understandably, pencils, pens, erasers. Now the hot commodity, hello, the dry erase markers. You can donate those starting today, which all goes to help local K-12 students and help save teachers potentially hundreds of dollars a year.
Teachers often have to take money out of their own pockets. Teachers often have to work second jobs to be able to pay their bills, buy extra school supplies for their kids, things like that.
The goal is to help every teacher here in the county. You do so helping today with the Stuff the Bus campaign. You can bring your donations here to Diggs Latham Elementary School from 4 to 10 today and tomorrow and this weekend at Haynes Mall. And we love any donations. I would love to help. Again, the big commodities: hand sanitizer, Sharpies, dry erase markers. But again, any and all donations welcome as we start a brand new school year. Reporting live in Winston-Salem, Meredith Stutz, WXII 12 News.
Meredith is just so awake and alive this morning, isn't she?
And energetic.
And she's very new to us. Meredith, this is your first day on the air. Where are you coming from, girl?
Thank you. I'm coming from Savannah. Oh, yes, I'm coming from sunny Savannah, so I'm excited to start my mornings with you all and you all at home as well.
And you do have a Carolina connection, though.
Oh, absolutely a strong Carolina connection. I went to school down the road on 40 at Elon University, so it's a big honor to be now waking up with professors and students alike in a land that I love and call a second home.
All right, well, we're so glad to have you.
We sure are. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Carly, so we're talking about school starting in 12 days. Obviously,
right?
Doesn't impact the weather today, but this weekend, one of their final weekends, and it sounds like it might be a little rainy.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to enjoy the last weekend, if you're moving into some of those schools, kind of got to watch for the rain, the storm chance. So not going to be a complete washout. The timing still very similar to really how it has been even the past couple of weeks, where afternoon, evening, what we need to watch for, some heavy downpours, lightning, gusty winds, kind of what we're watching for as well. So even Wyndham Championship, any other outdoor plans. I think we got a tennis tournament that starts on Sunday as well, I believe. So we got a lot going on. So regardless, kind of got to watch for that storm chance as we go throughout the rest. This morning we have a nice view as we're taking a look over Moxville. Nice sunrise out there. Got some cotton candy skies as well. Temperatures not too bad, about 68 degrees, so a nice start if you're headed out early this morning. And that dew point staying pretty low as for right now, but we will start to kind of increase that as we go throughout this afternoon and unfortunately into the weekend. So the humidity, that is going to kind of come back as well. Temperatures were into the mid to upper 60s, low 70s, 71 in Greensboro, 66 in Danville, and 68 in Mount Airy. Do still have a bit of some reduced visibility, a lot like how we were yesterday, kind of up towards the north and to the east. east down to just leaving a couple miles, about 2.5 for Reedsville, even down to about 2 miles in Lexington. So no major issues, but we'll kind of start to see some of that lift off once we get a little bit more of that sunshine. Keep that through into the afternoon, the evening hours. Do bring back the rain chance, pretty spotty as we go throughout today, so not going to be a complete washout, and it is going to be back towards the low 90s. So high about 91 today for the Triad, foothills 88, and the mountains back towards the low 80s. Now yesterday we kind of stayed calm and dry really throughout all of the day. Only Sparta had just about a little 1/10 of an inch, just a little bit of a little shower there. I think for most of us we are going to be staying dry and calm for today, just like how we are for this morning. And then the afternoon, that's kind of when we need to watch just for that stray shower chance. So high pressure system, that's in place to our north. You can see a lot more of the storms way out to the west and making its way through Kentucky, Ohio, and also a bit into Tennessee as well. Back behind it, there's that disturbance, the cold front. It's a weak one, but it is making its way east, and that is going to bring us our rain chance and storm chance as we go into this weekend. So we talked about the Wyndham Championship, moving into school, and we're just trying to enjoy the last weekend before school starts. Do have that rain and that storm chance, 30% for your Friday, and then as we go into Saturday, Sunday, kind of bump that up to 50%, and the afternoon high temperatures back towards the mid to upper 80s. So here's a look for this afternoon. Even by lunchtime, not seeing much activity for your Thursday, so if you're headed out today for the Wyndham Championship, just a spot shower possible. Then we will increase that rain chance really as we go into your Friday, starting off calm and quiet, kind of seeing that same trending pattern where we bring back the afternoon, the evening showers, so also kind of need to watch out for any of those Friday night football games. As we go into the weekend, we're keeping that unsettled weather pattern with us all the way into next week.
All right, checking traffic this morning at 7:12. This is a live look at I-40 West at Standing Ridge Road over in Greensboro. You can see no one is having any problems across the entire Piedmont Triad at this hour. I want to show you to the maps, though. Let's take a look at your drive times. 40 eastbound Winston-Salem to Greensboro will take you about 26 minutes. And Kernersville to Clements will take you about 17. And then also if you're traveling down 52 south, King to Lexington will take you about 41. Margot?
All right, thank you so much, Devontae. Coming up on WXI I-12 on the Triad CW, more than 70 overdoses in a park. What officials believe the drug may be.
I was devastated when I just opened the email. I wasn't expecting that from a job.
Plus, the reason a woman says at a health clinic didn't want to hire her.